This picture is a picture of me, Wayne Carter, and my brother, Max Carter. He's he's a little fellow on the right. At that time, see, I'm 10 years older than Max, and so you can see here the difference. He was probably 4, and I was probably 14 in this particular picture. Um, there's some differences in our way we look. Max was always a little bit heavier built and a little bit more light complected and a little bit more blonde hair than I had. And this comes out strong when we were young in these pictures. It don't. Now we're both so darned ugly it don't make any difference. This is a picture of me, Wayne Carter, when I imagine probably right about 16, maybe 15. And I'm sure it was taken at some carnival somewhere, because it's the type of picture it looked to me like they were taken at carnivals at that time. They were really poor quality pictures you took in those little buildings, little square buildings that you went in and took your own picture for a quarter. This picture is a picture of my mother, Mildred Joe Carter. Like I say, being born in 1912, I'm going to have to estimate her age here. And she looks to me like she's 2.5, maybe as much as 3. I don't think so. It looks more like about 2.5 to me. And she's with her dog. She had this dog for an awful lot of years. What was his name?
Stranger.
Oh yeah, her dog's name was Stranger. He was a what do you call him? Anyway, she talked quite a bit about her dog, and I guess the dog was with her up until she was 12, 13 years old, but this is her. Probably taken in Goree, Texas, let's say 1914, 1915. This picture is a picture of myself and my sister Dell, taken probably 33, 32, 33, maybe 33 in Spur, Texas. It's a picture that my mother always had a little joke about. She would say, you knew I had a black child. And the way the shadows were on the picture, it actually looked like it was and she'd do it to aggravate everybody, and aggravate me too. The way the shadows were on the picture, it makes me look black. Probably the shadows from the trees or something got just right on top of me. And it does really look like I was a black child sitting there. But it was one of her jokes. This picture is a picture of Aunt Millie Harlan and my Uncle Asa Jackson Carter. Uncle Ace, we called him. Aunt Millie, again, was his sister. The picture was probably taken, I knew the year that Aunt Millie come to visit him, and that's when it was taken, but I forgot exactly. It was somewhere in the 70s, I believe, maybe like 1972, 1973, somewhere in there. This picture is a picture of Unc and Simone and Kathy. So that picture was probably taken in Pinedale, California, I imagine, but I'm not sure. And it's must be. Huh. Is this at your place, Max?
No. Yeah, it's my chair.
That's what I was thinking.
It's my chair.
And it's taken in Max's house, I'm sure, because of the chair they're sitting in. And it was, let's see, the picture was taken, like I say, at Pinedale at Max's house, and Kathy was born in
about 62.
58, so this picture would be taken about 1962. It's Uncle Ace and Kathy and
62, 63.
This picture was you said this was at Brown's Camp?
Yeah.
This picture's Brown's Camp, somewhere in the early 50s, Max and Simone. This picture was taken on Fir Avenue in Fir Street in Pinedale, California. It was my dad after he got on crutches in the early 60s, somewhere I think in...
That's 72.
Was it 72? Okay, I'm wrong. Anyway, in Pinedale, California on Fir Street. Damn, you can't see where your hands is at. This picture of my mother, it's dated 1963 in Pinedale, California. This picture is taken in the middle 30s, 36, 37 in Hobbs, New Mexico. It's my Uncle Asa, and that's me under his arm. I don't know what I was hiding from. Looked like I was scared of something, but that's who it is, about 1937. This picture is of me and Max. You can't tell much about us, but I remember that when it was taken. It's dated 1958, so we know when it was, and it was out at Millerton Lake at Fresno, California. We were out in the water swimming. There was something else about this picture that somebody that looks at them someday might remember, and that's who took the picture. Vicky, my ex-wife. There's about the best. This is a picture of my cousin, John Carter. It was taken on Beechwood Avenue in Pinedale, California.
Over here, so
So
you put them over. Them behind you there haven't been done yet.
it's dated. What's that
Yeah,
date?
yeah.
What is the date on the picture?
Those haven't.
This one has
What's the date on that picture? May 67.
7.
It's taken on Beechwood Avenue in Pinedale, California. It's John Carter and his two sons. He's a cousin. It was Uncle Ralph's boy, my Uncle Ralph Carter, and it's dated 1967, May. This is a picture of my brother Max. It was taken next to an Italian cypress tree in the yard in Fir Avenue in Pinedale, California. The
Yes, it has.
picture is dated June 1958. What was the number of the house there?
464.
I'll just note it here in the film that the number of the house in Pinedale was 464 West Fir Avenue, Pinedale, California. This is another picture taken at the same time, probably the same roll of film again, 1958. It's a picture of my brother Max and who's the baby?
Kathy.
Kathy. And my daughter Kathy and my aunt Cap, my mother's sister. This is a picture my dad was quite proud of. He was in his youth at the time, and the picture was taken close to Big Springs, Texas, and it was with James Irvin Carter, my father, and his horse he called Dixie. And I believe Dixie was just not grown at that time, just a colt. He had had her for many, many years, and he thought she was the greatest thing in the world.